EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Cam Little to kick off.
And we are underway from Houston. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He was taken down.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Now Willis to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go.
Willis will look to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. This time Willis will throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Willis now off play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, on the tougher.
Exactly.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, kicks either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fly.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
At the 39-yard line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Stroud looking to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Gain of 12 on the play. It's now 3rd and 7.
Stroud now to throw. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, 26 yards. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Willis. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's go now.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Willis looks to pass it here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Stroud out of the gun here. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Houston. Andre Johnson, 35 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
Yeah. Man.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to.
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Stroud off the play fake. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive old saying is, make them snap it again.
Here we go. 18.
Stroud begins with a pass. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
On play action, Stroud. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down for Houston.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Texans 1st down.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They get 24 on that one. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
14-yard line.
18. What's that?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. Early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
We are going. 26.
A throw on the first play from Rodgers. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels like...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Henry To'o getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and
This
long.
one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. First and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, here's Stroud. That one underneath here to Mixon.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They will work the middle with Mixon. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Stroud going to set up to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And the Texans, first down.
We are through one. 7-0 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now, Stroud. And he's in. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw from Rodgers. He's going to try it here again. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Derek Stingley. Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies, can you protect the ball on offense and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They go play action for Murray. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
For a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. It's Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Gervon Dexter. He gets in to drop him. It's a loss of 8. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Murray. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And the Texans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play, and still connect.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is a Dafe Owe in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. On 2nd down, Stroud. Still going inside the 20s. And he's in! Andre Johnson. Touchdown, Texans. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down throw for Murray. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On 3rd down, Murray. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
The 35-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He's going to let this one go deep. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action now. Murray. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. Strong. And his offense is going to be all set up with
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium. USAA, an official salute-to-service partner of Madden and the NFL. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And, Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you were a player, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple of decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Houston.
Here we go.
They'll run the draw with Mixon. Free inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panthers.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Cowboy 80.
They go play action on first down. Looking this fullback now. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Cook, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 Lion. Ready.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go now. Go.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here.
Come on. Set. 70 Lions. Ready.
Running for it, Mixon. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans pull out in front further, 13-zip.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14. Eagles nothing. Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Wilson with the return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. Ready.
Now begin with a run by Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10, back to throw. The catch is made near the edge. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Hawk 70, Warrior 70.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Our score, 14-0. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, And they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Back to throw now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to hit his fullback there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm. I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
Here we go, here we go. Count, check out.
They're going for this. Flushed out of the pocket. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Tremont Smith picks it. And the Texans take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Wow, an aggressive choice to go. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium, the home of the Madden Championship Series. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And, Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate, but these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 8. Ready.
Throwing now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Finds him over the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Short pass brought in. Has room down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 6-0 lead right away. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish off their opening drive.
Touchdown, Houston.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early. Put a fear of God into this defense.
Little Tex on the extra point. And the Texans respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Cam Little to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
Tight end motioning right. 1st down, play action. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Dillon. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
It's Dillon here on 2nd down. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. The tight end in motion now. Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. Texans closing in, and they get to him. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
This one's caught. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Catch made. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills break the tie here in the 1st. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they...
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And he'll be taken down on the edge of his own end zone at the 2.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st down, Stroud. They'll find in his back, Nixon. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43.
Complete to Joe Mixon.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 13-7 is our score. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. He's going deep. He's got it in close. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans tie and can take the lead here in the second. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This return starts at the 5.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Pass complete to Goddard. Dancing past him. This gets the 1st and more. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Bills have a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From deep to the left side. It is caught at the 20. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. A toss play to Dillon. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Here's a screen for Dillon. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get some late points and the lead. A.J. Dillon, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills push their lead to 6.
Bills 20, Texans 14. Santos set to kick off.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. It's his running back. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston. Running with Mixon out of the gun. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Stroud to throw on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. To the air, Stroud. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Running left is Mixon. And this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line and is going to head off after a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
No question who won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Look at that power. Deep left side. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Throwing here just before halftime. He's looking deep once again. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. And they are just a hop and a skip away from midfield as he goes out of bounds up beyond the 45.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, This third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
He's going to get this over the middle to Wilson. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
All set to go now from the 35. Mixon on the toss. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Tipped in the air, and it's intercepted! That is Caleb Bransall. And the Bills are going to be set up in goal to go after a great return down inside the 10.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
Went into their bag of tricks just a little bit there. The surprise handoff, not enough to get the touchdown. But I'll tell you what, I'm kind of excited to see the next wrinkle off that one, because I don't think that was just a one-off.
Brought in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills push their lead further to start the half. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on fourth down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down to the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
Texans 14. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. Well, he has to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Only quick, right?
Here's Stroud. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Caleb Bransall. And the Bills get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
They go play action on first down. Vacates quickly left side. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, but not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponent celebrate the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans trim the deficit down to 5. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
The tight end going in motion right.
Ready.
Back to the air following that pick 6. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Back at the 49-yard line.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end.
Ready, set.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Looking to throw. Taking a chance to the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Why, Tony?
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. And the Bills are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception.
At the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Here we go. Set. Nice. Let go.
Running up the middle, Dillon. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll go again with Dillon. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Put the body on the line for his team. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Bills leading by 5. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They're going to pass it here. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Escapes the defender. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Makes the catch. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted.
And he makes it across. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
And now the Bills going for 2 again.
The Bills are lining
All right, they're going to throw for it. Rolling left, buying some time. And he'll get into the end zone. Their lead now up to 13 points.
That's about trust. Trust in your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Big strike downfield to Judy. Hits the 20. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Stroud now bringing his guys up for this 2-point attempt.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here he is to throw. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he reaches the end zone. That conversion cuts the lead down to 5. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
And the Bills are going to recover the football, and that should lock up this win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Dillon quick on the draw. This plays a design run. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. He's back to throw. Running right side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Back to throw it. Put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense